It was good to get the win on the road at Michigan. Really proud of our guys, our players and coaches. Defense played exceptionally well. Special teams was very good. Offensively, weren't as productive as we'd like to be, but we took care of the football. Just turned it over the one time, and that was probably the biggest stat in the game is the turnover margin, 4-1, +3 for us, which our chances historically are very good anytime we're on the plus side of the turnover margin. So proved to be the case again. Start Pac-12 play this week. Washington State coming to our place, homecoming game, and opening up for the first of 9 straight Pac-12 games with a bye mixed in there at some point. And so it's conference play from here on out. Came out of the game, in pretty good shape as far as bumps and bruises. So we'll get back on the field tomorrow. We'll just lift today and condition. We'll get back on the field tomorrow and get going for Washington State. I think we're faster. I think we're better on the perimeters with the wide receivers, the secondary. I think that we're getting good. I know we're getting good quarterback play right now. That's got to continue. Got to keep Travis healthy. I just think we're improved across the board, but probably everyone else in the conference is as well. So I've said that many times, but I think that we got some things going for us right now, but it's a tough conference. Tough conference every week will be a challenge. Well, it's not entirely about Pac-12 play. I mean, the entire schedule is important to you, but as far as conference championships and having the opportunity to vie for those, you got to do well in the conference. And so it's and it's the last couple of years. Well, I guess maybe it hasn't been, but this year it's all compartmentalized. First 3 non-conference games followed by the entire Pac-12 schedule. But yeah, that's we're in the. You want to win the conference you're in. You want to do well in the conference you're in. And so to answer your question, yeah, Pac-12 play is very, very important to us. There is no week. There is not a week where you can say, okay, this should be a gimme. It's just not. That's not the case. And this is our 4th season going through it, and so we're used to it. And we've got to be ready to play every week. There can be no letdown in any way, shape, or form in any aspect of your team, or you're going to struggle. And so we've got to be hitting on all cylinders every single week for 9 weeks with the bye mixed in. We did watch that game on the plane home. We had TV sets on the plane home, so the entire airplane was pretty much glued to that game. And first of all, very prolific on offense throwing the football. They're averaging nearly 500 yards throwing the ball, which is tremendous. I don't know what the NCAA record is, but if they're able to keep that pace, they'll probably have the record. But Halliday is an exceptional quarterback. We know that. He really did some good things against us last year. And they took the Ducks right down to the wire. We just know they're prolific on offense, and this might be the best defense Coach Leach has had since he's been at Washington State. And so we know they're a very dangerous team. I know they're sitting there at 1-3, or whatever the record is, 1-3, I guess it is. But they're dangerous. They have weapons, and they're a very good football team. They just have not got off to a great start. He's right up there towards the top. I mean, it's we'll probably be able to give you a better idea after we've gone through the whole season and seen him again. Each week that we compete against him. But I can tell you right now that he's a perfect fit for Coach Leach's scheme and what he's doing, and has really flourished in that scheme. And they've certainly made him a better player, and he's progressed, each year since Coach Leach has been there. And really, you can see it throughout the course of the season. It started with Coach Leach's first season, where you can see how Connor just matured and developed as the season went on. They've got so many receivers. You can't just focus on 1 or 2 or even 3. They've got 4 or 5 guys that are very good and producing for them. And so we've got to be, we've got to have more than just the 2 outside corners. I mean, J.T. Thomas is playing very well at the nickel in addition, but they really present matchup problems with their skill and their speed, and you've got to adjust personnel-wise defensively to try to equate, your speed with theirs, and so that'll be a challenge for us to make sure we have enough skill on the field to match up with their skill. Usually, week in and week out, your starting point on defense is to stop the run, but Washington State, you don't do that. I mean, you still got to be aware of the run. And they hurt us with a couple runs last year, as I recall, a couple runs that popped, but how they're going to beat you is throwing the football. And so you've got to make sure that you've got all your bases covered with your mixing up your coverages and getting pressure on the quarterback.